I'm Esther Shege. I go to UMass Boston. I'm a sophomore and I'm graduating in 2016.
I am Kwabena Boatinaduse, or Kobe. I'm a senior at Tufts University studying clinical psychology and Spanish.
I am Lindsay Dubois. I'm a junior at Emerson College and my major is sound design. I had a student who brought in like 5 books every Saturday. She was always finishing books. She would start a new book every week, and it reminded me of me when I was younger, so we were able to kind of make a connection there and really help her improve.
Last week I have a 6th grader here at Jackson Mann, and she was working on place value and she did awesome. It was her first time and I was really happy. I went home with like pep in my step. I don't know. It made me really happy, and she was really proud of herself. So
Last year I had a girl who was always very against doing any sort of work during tutoring, and after a few sessions she became one of my advocates almost. She'd be the one just being like, come on guys, like let's just get through this, we're almost done. And so that was very rewarding because, you know, she showed so much resistance at the beginning, and at the end she was kind of helping out with kind of calming down all the other students to get them to work.
what I've learned from my students is lots and lots and lots of patience, and more patience.
The children need a lot more kind of guidance in all departments, including obviously academia.
I originally was going to be a sound engineer. I wanted to produce music, and I still do, but I actually am debating being a sound teacher now at college. It has made me respect the teachers that I have had in the past for everything that they've had to go through in order to teach me.
Yes, every student has their days where they might not want to do the work, or they're frustrated, or they've had a long day, or they're tired, or they're sick. So you just have to work through it and be patient with them.
They're coming in just like you're coming in. It's a rainy day. They have bad days just like you. Once they know that you're a person too, and you make that connection, I think it's easier to motivate them and to teach them and to kind of hone in on what they have to work on.
As a college student or as a young adult, these students kind of do look up to you and want to be where you are.
I never went to tutoring, really, so now I realize maybe if I had, I would have been like, instead of just like a non-honor roll student, maybe high honor roll student.
They get that personal, I can achieve this and this is my goal versus this being an overall goal for the classroom. So.
PACE is more personal. It's not like based off, let's get to the next thing because it's what's next on the curriculum. It's more like, how are you doing, what's best for you, and when should we move on according to how, you're being assessed.
If they just got that one-on-one attention and were not viewed as, a problem child, or not viewed as the quiet child for once, they were just viewed as themselves, it definitely helps to ease their anxiety and their stress when it comes to learning and developing.
My favorite parts is, even though most people probably won't say this, is when they take the assessments and do well, because then I feel like it's more of like a test for me to see if I'm doing my job and, they're learning something.
You see it in their eyes that, oh, I finally get this. Like, this makes so much sense. I can't believe it took me so long. So that's definitely, those moments are the most rewarding for me.
They provide really good training, and once you kind of go through that training, because it's my 3rd year, I am also now a resource for those tutors who are just coming in. So we kind of build upon a support system that can help every tutor who comes in learn how to deal with not only behavioral problems, but also teaching problems.
It's a fulfilling thing. I feel like even if I wasn't doing it for work study, I'd probably just volunteer because, when I go home, I do feel like I did something every single time I come to tutorials, so that's a wonderful feeling.
It impacts you because it impacts them.